here from Sintel Forms with the November 2020 update. In this month's release, we've got 6 new features, which includes Autocomplete for text and lookup fields, added support for minutes and date time fields, being able to display Sintel Forms status on forms, adding custom buttons, getting form context, and how to display pop-up messages. An addition I'm really excited about this month is the added support for autocomplete for both text fields and lookup fields. When enabled, users can type characters into either a text field or a lookup field, and results that match the characters entered will be displayed. We can see on this timesheet form that when this setting is activated, if I type, let's say, the letter S, we are given 2 options, or if I type E, I get shown environment build. I can also click here and see all of my options. It can be used with lookup fields by simply enabling it within the Field Properties pane in the Layout screen of the Sintel Forms Designer. We will drag lookup over here, label it like so, and I'll select Existing List. And at Field, I'll select Title, and then select Autocomplete. You can also define the filtering type to use by choosing either Begins With, which is the default option, or Contains. For details on more advanced customization, check out our website where we go into detail on how to autocomplete with data from other lists and how to autocomplete with hard-coded data. We have also added support for minutes in date time fields. The out-of-the-box date and time control of SharePoint only permits setting minutes in multiples of 5, like 5, 10, 15, etc. We've extended our date and time controls to permit the entry of any valid minute value from 0 to 59. You can see on this timesheet example that the form has automatically pulled the time in as 1:57. SharePoint only allows you to save times in increments of 5. So previously, if you're filling this form out at 1:57, it would appear as 1:55 once the form had been saved. Sintel Forms has overcome this, so your forms will have the exact time. Sintel Forms uses an internal field called Sintel Forms Status to store the workflow status of all forms at any point in time. Many of our customers had requested to be able to display this field on their forms, so this is now possible. You'll see on this timesheet form, which I've filled out here, that the status is blank, but I'm just going to submit it now. And once I click into that form again, you'll see that the status says submitted. We've also added a JavaScript function called Add Custom Button, which enables form designers to define their own custom buttons to appear on forms on both the top and bottom panels. So an example would be the option to copy my previous form. So this button is available on a new form and allows copying values from the last form the user submitted. Or you could create a button like this, which just says duplicate this form. So this button would be available on the view or edit form and allows creating new forms based on the current one. So if I wanted to add a button to copy my previous form, I would go into the logic section and add a rule. I would name it add button copy previous form, and I would drag the condition form mode and change that to create. And then for step, I would say execute custom JavaScript, which would then look like this. And we have this article on our website, which is well worth taking a look at if you do want to create some custom buttons. A feature which came from a user request is the addition of the JavaScript function getFormContext to allow the users to access some basic information about the form or list, including the list title, internal name, as well as the form view, edit and create URLs. The last feature I need to mention is the option for a form designer to define pop-up messages to appear on forms. We have added a JavaScript function, showMessage, which takes 2 parameters, the message to display and optionally the type of message to display from a choice of 4, information, success, warning or error. Thanks for watching this video. We release new features every month. For more updates like these, check out our YouTube, LinkedIn and Twitter. Bye!